Alright, Shalom, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to many YAHAWAH who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this bound of captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. And today, I want to go into basically this the concept of the people or the masses, okay, or the word of YAHAWAH is only for his prophets, okay, only for his people. All right, now let's read Amos chapter 3 verse 7. Surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophets. Okay, so only the prophets, okay, of YAHAWAH can understand this word. Okay, and oh, perfect. I just started remembering, a whole bunch of, basically, like I was reading, no, not I was reading. Basically, I was watching this video, which I'm gonna link to the I'm gonna link in the description box. So because I definitely advise you to go check it out. But basically, I was listening to the people talk, and them just saying a whole bunch of stuff, especially the woman, just basically derailing them from actually getting onto the right conclusion. Okay, I just thought it was incredibly hilarious to see. Okay, because it like very clearly, like they are trying to understand and say, hey, what's gonna happen, blah blah blah, and then like, oh, let's just listen to a bit. Okay, I'll put it not on 2 times speed, but I'll put on 1.5.
You need the CBDC chip implant.
Okay, so you get this universal basic income.
Right, that's the carrot.
But you can't actually then make any more than that. That will be like, you have to have what everybody has. Then.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you make more money than that, or you probably have to qualify at a certain threshold, but, would you be willing to go along with, this is the question, and it's going to work.
I guess
There's
that's my
so
extrapolation is like, the scary part is this becomes the Hunger Games. You just get your portion, right?
So basically, again, I'm not going to play the whole thing because I don't know how much of this I can actually play. But for the most part, they're talking about the MOTB, all right, or the CHIP, and a lot of the stuff, like, because I'm pretty sure everyone has heard of the universal basic income, which was first not exposed but introduced with Andrew Yang. And from what we remember, or I'll say I remember, or from what I know, because I was very invested and very much looking forward to. I'm not gonna lie. I was so looking forward to that universal basic income from Andrew Yang, just getting $1,000 just for being a fucking citizen. I was like, man, I was damn near tempted to going to vote for that nigga. Like I'm telling you. But anyway, aside from that, the main thing was Andrew Yang, from what he was telling us, explaining it to be was, okay, so this is like $1,000 of free money in order to keep you afloat, make sure you're able to make it through life, so to speak. Okay, and and she's over here saying, okay, well, you can only get you only get to spend $1,000 or whatever amount of the UBI is gonna be, and then you don't get any more. But the thing is, nobody said that. Okay, and the thing is, she has her mind set on one thing, and she is derailing the conversation when this guy is trying to, question and move the conversation into what are the facts, what do we know so far, and then the speculations. Okay, she's just taking a whole saying what is on her mind rather than, okay, let's go from the facts and X, Y, and Z. Okay, but that's not even the main thing that I'm talking about. That's not even the main talking point. The main talking point is the fact that they even still when he gets on the right track, on the starting right track, he still can't come to the proper conclusion. And obviously that's the that's the reason why I'm making this video, because these people, they will not know, they do not know, and they cannot come to the proper conclusion on their own unless the Lord YAHAWASHI allows them to get to that conclusion, or allows them to understand, okay, or sends the truth. The thing is with the UBI, it is basically it's lucky. I'm not saying that's what it's basically. There's no like 100% confirmation, but from what we do know, what we do see, okay, and this is an example of taking the facts, okay, and what's the word, properly making speculations and not just pulling something out of your ass, okay. So the thing is with the UBI, all right, well, number one, from what we do have is the fact that the cost of living as of right now, it has skyrocketed substantially, okay. I was just watching this one video of this Edomite woman who was basically saying, if I have it, I'm gonna try to send the video to myself so I can put it to play. But basically, this one Edomite lady was saying, my kids, they live with me, but they're trying to find a place to live, X, Y, and Z, and a studio apartment. Here it is. Called I'm gonna put it on my thing, and then I'm going to. Bear with me 1 second, Slovakia.
As a parent, yes, my kids are grown adults. My oldest is 28, my youngest is 25. And I thought by teaching them what I learned, which is you work hard, you get a good job, you're going to get the things in life that you need, right? Worked for me, why wouldn't it work for them? Because it doesn't. Because the world has fucking changed, all right? And now I feel like I see them struggling. And before my generation comes at me, yes, I understand struggling is a part of life. We all struggled. But there's a difference between struggling and drowning. All right, so we struggled and it was tough, but you know what? We made it. We knew there was a light at the end of the tunnel with our struggle. It seems like kids today, no matter how much they struggle, they just get further and further down the water into the drowning point. All right, when I was their age, I was making less than $10 an hour, and I could afford to live on my own. Now you have to be making six-figure salary to get a decent, tiny little place to live. So what the fuck is going on, and how do we help them as parents? I told my son, all you have to do is work hard, go to college, or join the military like I did. He went to college, got his degree, got a full-time job. He moved back in with me right when he graduated from college because he said, hey, Mom, as soon as I get a job, which was within 2 weeks of him getting out of college, maybe take me 2 months and I'll save up enough money for me to move out. Okay, cool. It's been 10 months. He has saved almost every dime and still can't afford to live. Why are one-bedroom studio apartments almost $2,000 a month? Why? Like, I just don't get it. So I don't even think that there's even classes anymore. There used to be, upper class, middle class, lower class. It's literally turning into the ultra wealthy, and then everybody else is just poor. Like, that's what is happening. And then I told him, hey, when you turn 25, at least your car insurance will go down. Hell no, he turned 25, and his car insurance went up $150. I told him, if you need health insurance, get a good job. He did, has health insurance. He has had a medical emergency this week. Had to go to emergency room twice. He had to go to the emergency room because he couldn't get anybody to see him with the health insurance that he had. Right? So he had to go to an emergency room. Now he's out money for that, too. It seems like you can never get ahead. And then my daughter, I told her all you have to do because she wanted to buy her own house. My daughter worked 6 days a week, 12 hours a day to save up enough for this down payment. Finally got this house. She's paid double what I'm paying for my mortgage, but her loan was the same amount. And then her mortgage company, after she's already moved in, said, oh, by the way, we forgot to tell you that you need this type of coverage, which we forgot in the beginning. That's an extra $200 you'd be paying a month. And all they see when they come home is they watch social media, kids their age, on lavish vacations with all this money and nothing to do, all these social media influencers, because we value those types of things over hard workers. We will pay them $10,000, but you'll work 40 hours a week.
All right. So yeah, that's basically it. And that is some like real shit, because honestly, like it is really sad to say, but I've experienced that too myself. Okay, I see that as like, shit is hard. It's hard. All right, and I'm sure I don't really have to tell, the people watching this that as well. I'm pretty sure most of us, if you're, I guess, young enough, I don't know, like it's actually straight apart. And also on top of that, I saw this other headline that people between the ages of 25 to 30 something are moving back in with their parents because the cost of living is just so high. Okay, so now, all right, this is a problem that's being presented, to us, and now we're looking for a solution to that problem. What's the solution? Okay, the solution to that problem is the UBI. Okay, but how are they going to implement or incentivize the UBI? With this, the CHIP. Okay, so they said, okay, so those of you that want this, free, what's it called, safety cushion of money, all right, join this digital program. Okay, we will help you out. All right, and because of that, people are going more and more to and say, oh yeah, I need the money. I can't do this by myself. I'm sick of living with my parents. This, that, and the third. Like, this is the stuff, and we can. And this is. It's not even like, I don't even want to say that it's plausible. Okay, it's just more so it's going to happen. Okay, why are we so sure that it's going to happen? Because look at what they did with the jab. Okay, they were already over here about to burn people to the stake. They were about to have the people burning other people on the stake for not putting us in danger. This blah blah blah. Okay, so, and on top of that, people were getting fired for not taking it. Okay, for not taking it. Okay, so with all that stuff that's going on, like, this is very clearly what they're pushing and what they're about to make go off. All right, and migrating back to the initial thing, okay, to the initial topic of them just not being able to understand. We're gonna play some more and hear a bit more of how honestly she's derailing the conversation. Okay, so she's basically saying, oh, it's Hunger Games, you get this much and then you cap out. Well, no, that's not the case. Well, let's continue to hear.
And then you rights to anything above that, right? The scary part is this becomes the Hunger Games. I guess that's my extrapolation, is like, the scary part is this becomes the Hunger Games. You just get your portion, right? And then you have no rights to anything above that.
And I think when, like we talked about it before, it's like it's going to target the poorest people because they're the ones going to be wanting to get on board with this because it's going to make life easier for them. It's like you get this stipend plus your income.
Slacky. Okay, so basically, what this third guy, okay, this guy is saying is, he's trying to get it back on track because, again, and I'm not even trying to fully like bash on her. It's just that the thing is, I have a problem with people. If you do not understand something, shut the fuck up, please. Okay, like don't pretend like you understand. Okay, if you don't understand, ask questions. Be quiet. Just let the people that have a better understanding of things say things, and then I guess ask questions if you need to. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. Okay, people just do not understand. If you do not understand something, you can ask questions. Okay, and I think that's a I guess, generational thing or a modern thing. People think that you have to, you're not allowed to ask questions or you're gonna look stupid, even though most of the people around, they are stupid, no matter how old they are. Okay, be it the current generation, my generation, the earlier generation, whatever, they're all stupid. Okay, everyone is stupid now. A majority of people are stupid now. Slack not everyone, but just a majority. All right, and that's the thing. Let me rewind it back again, and then let's hear.
And this is gonna make it them. It's like you get this stipend plus your income, and this is gonna make it easier.
So, like he said, it's you get the UBI. That's the 1,000 a month. I'm just saying 1,000 because that's what Andrew Yang said. It might not be 1,000 in the new amended version or whatever. It might be 2,500, whatever. But basically, that's what he's saying. He's saying that you get the UBI plus whatever you're currently making as the thing. Okay, so this is accurate to what we to the information that we do know of.
For you.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
Plus your income, and this is going to make it easier for you.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I think this is going to work. And this is how they will get people. We will put you on a universal basic income, and you will be given a certain set of parameters how you can use this income. And by the way, you're going to have to get a chip in your hand for tracking.
Slakia, so, oh shit, I should fucking not let this play. Okay, Slakia, I think that's it for this video. Damn it, man, he said this shit. Anyway, what did he say again? I cannot let this play. He said, it's gonna make it easier and stuff like that. So yeah, obviously that's how people are going to take, because they did talk about the MOTB, and that's basically how they're going to get people to fall for it, quote unquote. All right, and this again is just it all just falls back down to the MOTB. Okay, and I think it's like I don't know how many videos I made on it, but it needs to be said. Okay, it honestly does need to be said, because our people need to know and be aware of what's going on, so that they are not caught unaware. All right. 2 Corinthians. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, but let's try it. Call on me about 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Okay, so we know his tactics. We're telling you his tactics, and on top of that, even Esau knows of his. Of course, Esau knows of his own people's tactics, and they're getting ready for that. Okay, that's what they're talking about, and that's what they're basically publicizing. Okay, but are you Israelites? Are you Israel? Are you aware? Are you getting ready? Are you prepared? All right, and how do you prepare? Building your faith in YAHAWASHI. Okay, Luke chapter 8, verse 10. And he said, "To you it is given mysteries of the kingdom of Yahweh, but to others in parables, that seeing they might not see, and hearing they might not understand." So the thing is, they did make reference to the book of Revelation, yes, but they still couldn't find the mark. They couldn't catch exactly how or what or the full understanding of it. Okay, and that's the thing that sets us apart from these heathens. Okay, that's the thing that sets us apart from the masses. Okay, we hear the prophecies, we get the prophecies, the prophets get the prophecies, the prophets put the prophecies out there for the people to hear. Okay, and only the people understand and are aware. Okay, only the 1/3 can actually receive it. Okay, let me get both of this, as a matter of fact. Matthew chapter 22, verse 14. For many are called, but few are chosen. Okay? Only everyone, there's going to be a lot of people that will hear of this truth, hear of the prophecies, hear of the prophets, hear of this word. Okay, but not everyone is going to actually be able to receive and retain it. Okay, Now on top of that, Amos chapter 8 verse 11, behold the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. Okay, so there's going to come a time when the prophets are not going to be on the highways and byways. The prophets' YouTube videos are all going to be taken down, just as a lot of brothers have had their channels taken down. I had my freaking channel. I almost lost this channel. Okay, I literally made it what's the word? An extra, just in case. But now, for now, YouTube isn't, going after people. There are a few going after brothers specifically. For now, there are a few things that we have to watch out for, what we say. But overall, we're good for the most part for now. But soon they're gonna stop. Everything's gonna be put to an end. But at the same time, hey, you have to study and get this word while you can before it's taken away, and then you're gonna only have to rely on the only knowledge that you were able to retain and learn before the prophets were, basically shut up. Okay, and the famine came. The famine of the word came. All right. Now next, I'm not gonna let this play. I'm just gonna summarize it for the most part. There's this one principal, this one Jake teacher, whatever, that was doing. I kind of have to give him his props. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay. Where is it? Okay, I have to give him his props. Basically, what he was doing was he was helping a bunch of Jakes in school. He substantially boosted the graduation rate of students in, I believe it was multiple areas. Okay. As well as helping out what's it called, juveniles. All right, as well as helping out juveniles, and he was basically a huge positive role model in a bunch of Jake's life, which again I have to say I have to give him his props for that. I respect that, yes, but at the same time, the thing was, he got fired because he was basically helping Jake out so much. He was such a positive influence, and they just didn't want. They didn't want that. They did not want that, and they're over here thinking like, oh, why is this happening X, Y, and Z? They will also be. They also think and say, oh, why did they bomb Black Wall Street? Oh, why do they do this? Why do they cops come after us? Why do they like? They say, Jake always has to say, why you guys X, Y, and Z, okay? And it again falls under they do not understand, all right? Let me get this, okay? Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end, okay? So Esau has a perpetual hatred, okay, for Israel, okay? So they just because they want to destroy us, just because we exist, just because, ultimately it's not even just because, it seems like it's just because, but at the end of the day, it all comes back to Jacob and Esau, when Esau wanted to kill his brother Jacob, and by extension Cain and Abel. All right, so basically that's the spirit of Esau wanting to slay his brother. All right, Jacob. All right, and it translate that spirit translated down to modern day Edomites that want to kill Jake's police force, and then want to keep Jake down, and want to have Jake basically self-destruct and kill themselves and stay in a lower state. Okay, That's the spirit of, that is the spirit of or it's just a few bad apples, when no, it's not just a few bad apples. It's the people. It is Esau, Edom. It's the Edomites, all right, that want us down, okay? And you know, that's really all I want to get into. You know, I just want to show and display. This is the conclusion of this lesson. Just show and display that a lot of times these people, the 2/3, the heathens, Esau, Edom, all these people, they will not understand not only prophecies, but just a lot of the spiritual aspects of things, okay? Because they aren't able to receive it. They aren't able to receive the deep meaning behind things, okay? When a lot of times it doesn't even, it's not even that deep, okay? It's very simple, or it's just a straight translation, okay? So it really isn't that deep, and you don't need to try to get into deep. The number of letters in the thing, the number of syllables, no, it's not that deep. It's just a simple translation of Esau wanted to kill Jacob. That translates down to the spirit of modern day Edomites wanting to kill modern day Israelites, okay? And with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, RICANS. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. And with that, I want to say shalom.